daring and we'll try a new thing.
Exactly. Okay, we are live. OTNG season 3. It's a pickup tonight. No Nils to run kids on bikes. So we thought we would either play a role-playing game or maybe have a look at a new online board game engine that our buddy John shared with us, Tabletopia. Tabletopia.com. You can get a free account there, sign in, and then there are like 700 board games that you can play. And Peter just created an account, and we're just going to take a look at what games there are and see which one we want to try. So, Peter, I just went to all games and then uh, sorted by recommended popularity.
Okay,
And
all games. You said sorted by.
popularity. I think that's the rightmost menu.
Oh, I see. Recommend. There you go.
So looks like there are premium games here and then free games. And what's
I know
also
which ones I like.
free. What's also interesting is you can tag them as you can favorite them, so when you can find them a little easier, like when you're browsing the catalog. And so there's a few that I've already tagged myself and a couple that I already know how to play. So let me just let's see, how do I get to my bookmarks? I don't know.
I don't know. I'm deferring to you on everything.
Here we go. Nope, 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 nope. Hmm.
Guessing that's not it. If we decide to role play, we could always do one person trying to survive in that dungeon of was it more?
Or Morth Mayan, we have that. I also have another dungeon that I could run
Oh,
that's already prepped. It's a Wizards University. Um, the the depths beneath the university, I guess you could say.
nice. That's our kind of place.
Yeah, and it's written by someone who I think is either a graduate student or a PhD or maybe even a professor. So it has a real like university kind of feel. So, but anyway, shifting gears back to the board game site, we could learn how to play something called Paladins of the West, which is by the company that does Clank, but it is a 900 AD West Francia. The only
Sure.
thing I know about it is
So she
that,
on to search.
yeah, the only thing I know about it is that it's done by the guys that do Clank, the same company that does Clank.
Well, that's a good game. Paladins of the West Kingdom, you said.
Yeah.
Stop your grinning, drop
And
your
drop
linen.
your linen.
Oh, you can play solo in these games too. That's
There's
nice.
some of them, yeah.
All right, so do you go play online,
Um,
or do we need the short summary?
yeah, I thought what we could then do is go over to that Watch Together site. Watch Together. I'll post the link into the chat, into the.
You're like the hip connected guy.
Well, I don't know. I remember when we were talking about this the other day, and
Mm-hmm. Oh,
we were talking about it the other day with Ethan, like as a way to be able to like.
wants me to sign in. Sign up. Got to do that first.
Yeah, I forgot my password.
I don't have one yet. I'll borrow yours. Sorry.
Anyway, I thought this might be a fun test to see if we could make this work, and then we could share it with the other guys and say, look, it works, or it doesn't.
Mhm. Oh, I have to confirm my email address. Yes, yes. Okay, Yahoo. Come on. Please confirm my email. My rooms. Hey there, I'm on Watch Together. I have no rooms.
I'm going to create a room. Did you get in?
Yeah.
Okay.
144 artist.
Okay, I'm creating a room, and let me see if I can figure out how to invite you to it.
Will there be snacks?
You have to bring your own snacks. All right, let's see.
It'd just be virtual snacks.
Virtual snacks. All right, here's a room. Oh, here's add. Copy this link and share it. I'll just share the same link into. I just shared a new link into the out of game
Excellent.
channel.
Yeah, because now I have
Channel. Okay,
Join
so we
the
did that
room.
was pretty easy.
Yeah,
So we just need to decide. Should we watch the gameplay run through, short summary? Let's see if this is even cool.
Well, you've got Jack Sparrow on the screen.
I'm getting a new video on the screen. Gotta copy. No, damn it.
Spock.
That's what I want. There it is. Okay, work.
This video is brought to you by BoardGamePrices.com.
Hey,
Find the best
we're watching the
prices
same thing.
At the same time?
for board games at
Crazy.
BoardGamePrices.com.
Gotta go to Board Game Prices.
Hello and welcome to Paladins of the West Kingdom in about 3 minutes. Prototype copy used. Part of our program to promote New Zealand gaming. It's a game for 1 to 4 players. It has a solo mode.
From New
Playing
Zealand.
time is around 2 hours. It's a pretty complex game. The
Yep.
city and cathedral have big
To
built
hell
in
with
the West
that,
Kingdom,
but let's finish
the
watching
outlying
this.
lands are in peril. You're
I'm
one
glad
of
they
the
warned
paladin
us.
orders of the
Yeah.
West Kingdom. Can you bring order to the land, build defenses, defeat invaders, and
This
promote
is
your
handy.
faith within the realm? The winner is the player with the most points at the end of 7 turns. Point salad. Anything with this
It's a bit
symbol
like
on
Kalis.
it gains you points. Competitive. Only one
Just a
paladin
quick game
order
of
can be the
Kalis.
greatest.
Quick game of
Worker
Kalis.
placement. Placing
That's-
workers and
God.
locations gains you the associated benefits. Player turn. At the start of your turn, deal 3 paladins
I
from
miss
your
Cap's
deck. There will
place.
also be tavern cards
Me too.
available.
I
You will
miss
place
Cap.
1 paladin at the bottom of your deck,
Yeah.
1 on top.
Nice to know
and
he's
then gain
reaching
the
out,
workers
though. I
shown
think
on that night.
might see
You'll
him
also
soon.
claim a
I
tavern
hope
card,
so.
gaining those workers as well.
I hope maybe he'll even
Purple
sneak
workers
up for
are
my
rogues.
birthday.
It can be used in
Which reminds me, I have to
location.
include him on an
Each
email.
gives you a suspicion card and potentially some tax. When the tax runs out, the players with the most suspicion gain a debt, and the tax stall is restocked. On your turn, you will use 1
So
location.
you don't want to have
next
too
the
much
left side
suspicion.
first. If a worker spot is coloured, you must use a matching worker or a purple one. Develop costs 4 silver and lets you place a workshop on an action on the right. This means
Nope,
commission
this
now-
is
Look
too
at pretty game.
It's
Use
pretty, but
instead of
it's
3.
too complicated.
Hunt and trade gain
Whoops.
basic resources. You gain
What's your next idea?
Next
Bounty
idea,
App says you have been thinking about this, whereas I have not.
right. Next idea is, let me find my, see if it's in my profile, like my bookmarked games,
Yeah. You can always do a
recommended
always do
bookmarks. Yeah, here we
quick
go.
game of Terraforming Mars. That's a quickie.
Right. Unfortunately, they don't have that on here. So there are 2 that I know how to play that are in my bookmarks right now. Alien Frontiers, which I think we've played before,
It sounds
which
familiar.
is the you roll dice and it's like a worker placement game, and you put the dice down on the board to do stuff. And I can teach that, and I know it well enough to teach it. And then there's 8-Minute Empire, which is like a quick like fantasy game.
Oh,
I
fun.
think we've played that one too before. Why don't you search against both of those and see which one looks good to you?
Search on Watch Together.
No, on back on Tabletopia. Just search for Alien Frontiers or 8-Minute Empire. Or heck, I'll just send you the links. That might be even easier.
8-Minute Empire Legends.
That's the one. I'll send you the link to the other one. That's a pretty cute and clever game, and it's nice and short, pretty light. We could
It's two-player Eng.
two-player Eng.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? Eng.
2 players in English.
Oh, 2 players English. Gotcha. Just
Reading
posting.
exactly what's written.
Just that's what I do. There is the link to Alien Frontiers. If you remember, if you look at that, and you might remember having played it. So maybe we've not.
Do you have what it takes to be deep space colonist?
I don't know. Do I?
Sure looks familiar.
Screenshots. So there's a big planet in the middle, and there's like a bunch of locations around the board, and you can, when you roll the dice, you get whatever the value is determines about where you can place them and what effect it has. That might be a little harder online as we're like getting used to the engine, this engine. Why don't we just try the 8-Minute Empire?
Sure, that one sounds like 8 minutes.
15 to 30. 15 to 30. Okay, so I'm going to click on Play Online, and I'm guessing it's going to like create a room or something. Vacant seat, invite players. Share this room with friends. I'm going to copy a URL. Let's see if that works. It also lets you share by room number.
Mm-hmm.
Or invite players. I guess I could invite you too because you're 144 artists, right?
Yep. I don't have any friends, it says. Oh, there you are. I'm going to request you.
Oh, good. Oh, friends.
How do I ask you to be a friend? I just saw you online.
Oh, in the like.
Add to friends, little star. You're now my friend.
Hey.
What a nice picture of you.
That's my business picture.
numbers, business.
Let's see.
If I'm working at my desk and the dogs are here, they ignore me completely until I'm trying to paint eyes.
And then they're like, nose.
You're like,
He
here.
got really quiet and very still.
Right. I better go nudge him, make sure he's not in a coma.
Are you okay?
Yeah, whack. Okay, and I go, stop that. And he's like, okay, then let me whack what you're holding. Whack. Damn it, partner. And then he'll walk away and Tico comes over and does
the same thing.
Yes. Oh, they're my boys.
Oh, darn it. Let's see. In-game online.
I don't know if I should be somewhere.
I found you. You're gross art, not 144 artists.
What?
Are you gross art? Is your username gross art or 144?
Oh, my name connected to
Tabletopia.
this
is you.
My email address is grossart at Yahoo.
Right.
And it's got me listed as gross art now, but it asked me for a name, and I put in 144 artists. But gross art there. That's it. Yeah.
No, I think on this platform you log in with your email, but then like you have like a nickname or whatever on
watch together was where I'm 144.
Oh, right. See how confusing technology is. Okay.
Brain hurt.
Brain.
Yes, I'm gross art.
Okay, I'm just going to,
I should really find a picture.
I'm going to invite you to the game because we are now friends. I sent you an invite. You should see
Join.
something pop up on your side.
Yay.
Cool. All right, so let's start this and see what happens. It'll probably crash.
Now, how do I do that?
I just hit the start button, and I don't know. Did anything pop up on your side?
Oh, on my side, I have to hit a button that says ready.
Oh, okay.
Looking for closest game server. Please wait.
Loading, working.
It's like a Cylon looking at me.
Work, work, work. Yeah, man, you know the new. I was so blown away with the new Battlestar Galactica when it aired like years ago, and the Cylons were
miniseries.
like hot
Oh,
blondes, like
oh yeah.
trapped in the scientist's mind, whose name I can't remember right now, who was fucking crazy, and it was just awesome.
Dr. Bashir.
Bashir, right? And that
Well,
actor was so great, right?
he's only Dr. Bashir on Voyager.
Oh, Dr. Bashir on Voyager, you're right.
Yeah, but it was the same actor.
Oh, welcome to the tutorial. Grateful for some feedback.
Was
Okay,
it
cool.
Voyager? Voyager.
Try it out before you
Deep
play.
Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is the show he was the doctor on. Sorry.
So I'm just doing the tutorial walkthrough. I think you're probably being presented with the same, but it's telling you how to
play the game.
To interface with the engine. So like there are some commands that you can do, like zooming in or zooming out or rotating the camera around.
Oh. I wonder how you rotate. Oh, I don't know
Right
how to
click. You can right click, but I think you have to hold the Windows or the Apple key or the Option key or something. I forget how it works. Full screen.
Perhaps I won't need to rotate it because
Oh, it crashed on my side.
well, it's just sort of zooming in and out for me. It won't rotate.
See if I can refresh it.
That's good. Full screen. Is there no? Oh, I see. I have to be over the object for that to work. Oh, okay. Hello, welcome back to the game.
Oh, let's see. Can I get the tutorial again? Yes, great. I need the tutorial. Object view, spacebar, or... Oh, cool. Like you can double click on things and they'll get bigger. I guess that could be useful for like looking at the cards. Cool. Let's see. Or you could hold the Z button and zoom in. Are you starting already?
No, I'm
just
moving
practicing moving things. Camera view 1 through 9.
Oh, once it's on the table, it's locked. All right.
Oh, I see. You can customize some camera views. That's cool.
We can if you could. I can zoom in and out and side to side. That's about what I can do.
Probably enough.
Yeah, for this game, certainly seems to be. Maybe that's why I can't rotate it because there's no reason to rotate the camera. We need the DC Heroes card game. Let me tell you, that game's got replayability.
Dominion.
Ryan and I, we love that one. Yeah, it is Dominion of superheroes. That's what we know. So we've enjoyed that one thoroughly. Plus, I get to be Batman from time to time.
And who doesn't want to be Batman?
I don't know. Apparently Ben Affleck, but he had his chance. He did an adequate job. Better than Val Kilmer. I think. I don't know. I think. Shit. Just played him in the trilogy. Chris Nolan was the director. Damn it. Anyway, the latest Batman, the good one, the good trilogy.
I have zero Batman skills. I've watched a few of them. I've enjoyed them. I saw the newest Batman, but not the Heath Ledger or the weird villain with the mask, the
The
gas mask.
Heath Ledger was excellent. Oh, okay, so that was excellent. That trilogy is. I can't recommend that enough. The weird mask is a hallucination caused by Scarecrow, by his gas.
Oh. Is it Scarecrow the villain?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
So in the first movie, the villains are Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul. Oh, if nothing else, just watch Batman Begins. That first one is such a great movie.
Yeah, when he goes to the shrine on the mountain and stuff. And
Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that one. I think Christian Bale is one of the best Batmans ever.
Okay.
I'd be a pretty good Batman, but I have to play the old one.
Free for all, turn-based clockwise, turn-based strict. Oh, interesting. You can control the turn mode. So this, we'll just leave it as like a free open table, like we would like we were sitting at a table together. And I'm going to take a look at these rules. See if I can. Okay, so we set up the board. Looks like the game set up the board for us. You get four.
But I moved stuff.
But the play boards are together, right? So
yeah.
And place format to get. Sorry, blah blah blah. Place format tiles on the. Um, uh,
There's game rules.
there's rules.
I was like, where's he reading this?
Did you find the game rules?
Yeah, I just found it.
Okay. I got somebody asking if they could have some pre-gens for an RPG.
I think pre-gens can be a lot of fun.
One total party kill.
All right, have I gone through all steps?
Did you set up the board? Did you change the board?
No, I just put a couple pieces on it that I can't seem to get off.
Oh, what happens when you right click them? Oh wait, you can't right click them.
It hasn't let me right click anything. I've tried command click, and I've tried option click, and control click. This gives me a big lock symbol. We could always restart it if we have to.
Yeah, we may shift over to an RPG. I think I just found another player. If you're cool with that.
Oh, I'm fine.
It was an interesting experiment. We'll just play Holmes because I can do that easy. And we'll try the new dungeon and we'll see how it goes.
Sure. Do you want to go on roll 20?
Yeah, let me send you an invite and come on, where's the? I thought this was a character generation. Yes.
We go back to lobby. Yes. So we went back to Grace. Profile. I gotta find a picture for my Discord. for my picture. Did I lose you?
I'm here. Sorry,
Oh,
I was pondering.
pondering's fine. You don't have to talk. I just want to make sure because we were cutting out earlier.
All right, here is the pre-gen character gen. I could invite this guy to the server. Let's see. Working.
Keep on working. Keep on working. Keep on working. Keep on working. Do I have a decent picture?
Working.
Do I just play the first one I got?
Yeah, or if you don't like it, just refresh and take another one. You might want to like take screenshots of the character sheet if that's helpful, or leave it open in another window maybe.
Okay.
Hey, it's Aaron. Is that Dragon on?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? I don't know your first name.
No, I don't think I've ever gave my real first name.
Oh, okay. Shall I just call you Dragon tonight then?
Yes, might
Oh,
as well.
okay, cool. Good to meet you, Dragon. I'm Aaron Clark. I'm on with my buddy Peter. We're just hanging out tonight, thinking about what we're going to do, messing around with some board games, and we thought we'd since you were interested in doing a little dungeon crawl, I've got one in my back pocket. So I think I've shared with you the link to roll up a character off that total party kill page.
I'm bald. This is somewhat that's slightly true. I do have the.
Let me
There you
get
go.
the link for the Roll20 going. All right.
Well, a random thief.
Cool.
Wait, I'm a youth and bald. How the heck is that possible? Did I shave my head?
It could be genetic.
Yeah. Oh wow. Wait, what is the quote average on this
The average.
ability skills?
Oh, it's 3d6 down the line, so hard to say.
Yes. But
Probably
what is
about
quote
probably about
not negative or
9.
positive?
Yeah, and you don't need to
Nine.
worry about any of those mods. It's pretty straightforward.
At least I know I'm not gonna die easy with my AT con.
Oh, that's good. Did you get a character that's going to work for you over there?
Think so.
How about for you, Peter? Did you get one?
Yeah, pretty average stats other than a wisdom of 4. Huh?
Exactly.
A wisdom of 4, but an intelligence of 13. I'm very clever, but I don't really learn much.
And what class is your character, Peter?
I'm a thief.
All
I'm
right.
an adult male with scant clothing, and I'm short.
And here is a Roll20 link. I just popped it into the out of game chat on our OTNG server. I'm going to launch this bad boy.
Under Gallax Hall.
Under Gallax Hall, exactly.
I really need to get myself an icon. I mean, I got so many.
Oh, that's all right. Where I've got the game set up with a simple token for the PCs or the party. If we need any more on the map, we'll just create them as necessary. On your game settings, let me make sure I've got voice turned off here.
Oh yeah.
So we don't get any weird feedback.
Oh yeah, you're the one who controls it now
I
instead of
guess
all
so.
of
I think that's the way they've changed it now. With
it. Makes sense because it used to be each of you did your own, but
right.
give
And
you some
then
odd
the
echo.
only thing I'd ask you to do is in your game settings is just put your character's name, and then so I know how to refer to you in the fiction. For example, I've changed my name to DM Aaron. It's got Sneaky Joe. Cool.
I'm drawing a blank on that.
Your name can be blank.
No, I want to do a sort of name, but I can't remember which one is the correct spelling I want for it.
I see.
Because one version has 2 M's and the other version has 3 M's. Well, there's one way to find out.
All right.
Last name. Okay.
It's a pretty.
Okay, it looks like it's the 2M version. Is what I'm looking for. Oh,
Are you in the UK, Dragon?
No.
Where are
Why
you?
do people say I sound British?
Well, you do a little bit.
Okay.
You do a little bit. I'm in California. Where are you at?
Western New York.
New York. Well, it's getting closer to England.
Yeah, closer than we are.
Peter's in California too. It's late for you. It's late for you out there, Dragon.
Oh, please. I can stay up to 4 o'clock easily.
Awesome. Well,
I've actually been on live streams. I actually had to leave them because they were still going.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. It's like if you ever watch anything from Angleton, it's like it's going and going. It's like, is this guy Insomniac? I mean, seriously, I don't know how Angleton stays up to like 5 in the morning unless.
I don't watch too many streams. I've been messing around with a lot of online gaming though the past year or two, and that's been fun for us. Peter's part of my regular Thursday night group, and I am just grabbing. All right, so I wanted to share with you, Dragon, a quick reference sheet for Holmes. We're going to play Holmes tonight. Pretty much basic, stock standard AD&D, or sorry, not AD&D, basic D&D. And
when you mean basic, do you mean pre?
Yep.
Oh.
Blue box.
So the how to put it, the most. So basically, the original.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Three little brown books was first, and then Holmes Blue Box, and that's the set that I started with when I was a kid, and we've been having fun messing around with that. Here's what I want to share with you.
And sometimes you remember, oh yeah, this is why we moved. Right.
Right.
I think the oldest edition I've ever played. Wait, where is this?
Alrighty.
Wait.
First edition. Actually, people call it 0. That's what I started with.
Mine was second edition with the player's options.
Oh, okay.
My brother ran it, and one of the people ended up in the giant's latrine.
Perfect.
Yeah, he literally came out of the toilet.
It's better than going into it, I guess. I got a picture on the screen and stairs going down.
Yep. So gentlemen, you are in the town of Oak, and there's a famous wizards university, a school of magic, as it were, and it's fast approaching the weekend, and school is university is going out for this session. And here's an opportunity for you to plumb the depths beneath the the uh, the university itself for all of the secrets that you've heard rumored there. Sneaky Joe, you're a thief. What brings you beneath the halls of gallax?
Oh, I'm a procurer. I prefer that term, a procurer of odd items. I think I bet I can find something unique that I can definitely get some good money for here.
Hmm. Okay, nice.
Strictly financial.
And strictly financial. I love it. And Mammon, you are a fighter,
Cleric.
a cleric at level 1, correct?
Yes.
So in this edition of D&D, no spells yet until you get to level 2, but you can turn undead. And
Isn't Delving Deep a wait? Which edition is Delving Deep?
delving deeper is pretty much equivalent to Zero Edition, the three little brown books. And
Okay.
that Zero Edition, um, a lot of that stuff carries over into Holmes Basic. It's just a little more simplified.
Oh.
And organized.
Oh, well, a little bit, a little bit. So here on so Mammon, tell me something about the deity that you worship.
Oh, forget. Do I have to choose one?
Yeah, just
No. We'd
you are a
go
cleric,
ask
so
them. Yeah.
off the top of your head, it could be light or dark, it could be the sun or the moon, it could be the earth. If you want
Actually,
something
let me
simple, or
do.
it could be something
Wait.
cool, like
Something
Wait a minute.
who
No,
did
there's
almighty.
one way to easily. No, I don't want to use that.
who did
The
Gerda
almighty dollar.
who did Gerda?
Oh,
Oh yeah,
she worshiped nature.
nature.
No, I'm changing that name to be my kiddo's last name.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, just need to figure out. No, well, AWL.
Now you're Mr. Mammon.
Yeah. Yes, I do worship money.
Oh, great! I love it. A capitalist.
There we go.
And we have Sneaky Joe, the procurer of things, and perhaps it is Mammon who will sell those things for you. Sneaky Joe. He has the best connections within the city.
Is it because I worship the demon? Do clerics worship demons in this edition or not?
Sure, it's just another deity and demigod in my book
Is it because I worship the demon of Mammon?
of Mammon. Okay.
Yes, the Mammon is actually one of. Because if I remember correctly, that I think that is the demon associated with the sin of greed.
Love it.
Sounds about right.
So, gentlemen, you've school's about to be the university is about to go out for the session. They'll have a break for about 3 weeks before they're back to classes, and the place is abuzz again with students, professors, and all sorts of comings and goings. But here's your opportunity: a Sunday morning when you crawl together and into the pub and hatch your plots and your schemes about how you will um, pilfer their riches from under their noses. So tell me, at what hour would you first make your foray to the city? This is just for timekeeping on my side.
Well, I don't know if there's
In the
nobody there.
morning, in the
I,
midday, or in the
I,
evening?
I would think setting off in the morning if there's nobody around.
That I mentioned most things that would be asleep during the night that we during the day would be vampires and things like that.
Hmm. So we're thinking morning sounds good.
Yeah.
Early morning. Okay.
Mm.
Perfect. All right. So I've shared with you the quick reference sheet for this edition. Mammon, Peter's played it a little bit. Peter, you probably
Is
have
there a
your
reason
copy.
Hobbs typed ha ha ha?
Sorry, I missed that.
I said, is there a reason Hobbs typed ha ha ha?
Oh, I don't know. All right,
Okay.
and then we're in. So that's everything I need right there. So in this edition, you can move roughly 120 feet per turn. We're at 10-foot squares here. We're using dynamic lighting with enforced line of sight, so you won't be able to move outside of the boundary of the dungeon. I'll leave it to you gents to explore. You're at a set of stairs leading down to the south.
All right. All right. Let me get Sneaky Joe up here. Hold on. Is there a reason I cannot do anything to the character sheet?
It's not dynamic, it's just a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I won't worry about it. I don't want to character sheet. It'll work off of the other one.
The character sheet in the games right now, the blanks, if you open those, you'll see that they're just, if you hit edit, you should then be able to scroll down and edit some of those details if you wanted to fill your character sheet, or you could just work off the
I'm
result
just gonna
from
work off.
total party kill.
Yeah, it's just off to one side there. It works fine.
Yeah.
And I do
now I can
have.
pronounce my kiddo's full name.
You do have, what's that, Sneaky Joe?
I said I do have a lantern with oil.
Ah, okay.
We're not
So
stumbling around in the dark.
right, you can certainly fire up your lantern if you like. This is an underground portion beneath the university, and it's dark and gloomy, but there is a bit of light, that sort of gloomy light that you can see by. If you wish to light your lantern and make it certainly a bit brighter, it might draw a bit more attention to yourself carrying a lit lantern into this place, but
That was my thought.
let's
not do that.
Okay, not going to draw any attention to yourselves.
Hoping not to.
So as you're advancing down this passageway that's running north now, you can see a few doors east and west of you. They're closed, and the hall continues to the north and then makes a turn off to the east.
I think a door seems like good opportunities for listening and seeing you can't find some things. You never know what you find first thing. What do you think, Pal? Or was it Powell?
Paul.
You're never gonna get it right.
Okay.
Like it's Polish, so let's see if you actually. I don't think telling you that's Polish is gonna help you though.
No.
Let's just go with the original version since
Well, you could help us with the pronunciation.
Pavel.
Well, Pavel, it's like German. The
Pavel. Okay, cool.
No, it's Polish. Pavel.
Pavel. Got it. What happened to my rule book?
It's also the first name of one of the artists that worked on The Witcher 2.
Oh, there's the rule book.
On the what?
The video game The Witcher 2.
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
that one.
Yeah, I'm more of a face-to-face gamer.
All
well,
right.
I'm going to listen at the door on the right here. This one.
You're a first level thief.
I would like to say that I have many advanced abilities, but
okay,
I think
so you're listening.
I'm a first level thief.
You don't hear anything.
Is the door locked?
It is not. Pushing it open. Sorry, just skimming some notes. It's a big, dirty, let me open the door so you can see what's inside. Let's see here. Lighting layer. All right, so you open that door, and it opens to a big dirty office. There's papers stacked everywhere on every possible surface. There's a big desk in the uh, in the western corner of that room. You can see it drawn on the map. And there's papers strewn all about it, except for this one sort of dirty dying plant in a sad little terracotta pot. And sitting behind the desk is like a wizened old man, and he looks up and he says, "Yes, what do you want?"
Um. Oh. Sorry. Wrong room. Step out and close the door.
Okay. You hear some muttering, a muttering behind the closed
Behind the
door.
door.
But nothing more than a bit of muttering from a sad old man.
Okay, so no lightning blasting through the door. Okay.
Nothing blasted you, correct?
I'll listen at the eastern door.
Sure. Why don't you roll a d6 for me? You hear
First
nothing.
level.
You hear
I
nothing
say,
sneaky,
first level
Joe.
5 is not the most optimal roll. A
No.
1 or a 6. You need something at one of the extremes, really.
Right. Oops,
I'm gonna check and see if the door's locked.
Okay. This door is not open. It's not locked like the others.
I will try to open it quietly. Is there someone in here?
Shh. There is. It's a classroom. Chairs and desks all facing the desk on the eastern wall there.
Oh, so we're not underground anymore.
You are underground. It's
Okay.
just, but
It's the Slytherin classroom.
Right. It's a Slytherin classroom underground here. Oh, shoot. No, it's not a classroom. My key is off.
I lied.
I
I don't
lied.
remember which. I think I did one of those tests. I don't remember if that was it. I got if it was Gryffindor. No, maybe Hufflepuff.
So, sorry, guys. This is a lounge, and this lounge is, there are a couple of tables and a few comfy chairs. There's a skeleton sitting in one of them in the back of the room. Its hand resting on the arm of a chair, cupped holding a glass.
Is it moving or is it just a regular skeleton?
It's not moving, no.
I think a faculty member left it there. Because that's what I would do if I were a faculty member with a skeleton.
Hi. Sorry, my wife just stopped in to say hi. Dang, I just heard that Expanse got released early. Season 4, it's out now. Oh, you haven't even finished watching season 2, have you, Peter?
I haven't finished watching season 1. I know. It's on my list of things to watch. Right now I'm watching, when Heather comes over this weekend, I'll watch some more Dark Matter.
I've not seen that one yet.
It's kind of a dark Firefly. Kind of. I don't know. So far it seems more like a role-playing game. Everybody woke up from suspended animation not knowing who they are. Because there's damage during suspended animation. They can't remember who they are.
Oh, I think I tried to start that and I was like, I wasn't buying it. I don't know why.
That concept is so overplayed, anyways.
Like I said, it's a perfect role playing scenario.
Absolutely.
So that's why I always go, that's a role playing game.
There was a cartoon on Netflix that was similar to that, except for in a more fantasy world.
Nice.
What was it?
Frank, I can't remember what it's called now.
See, nobody had a memory.
because they all woke up and they couldn't remember who they were.
I'm gonna go look at the skeleton. What's in the glass?
It's empty. It's sort of like a crystal goblet. You can see some residue of wine there in the bottom of the glass.
But nothing overly expensive in the room, obviously, or anything I think I can.
Do you want to spend some time searching the room?
I would like to, being the sneaky Joe.
Okay.
I do have 2 silver-tipped quarrels. That's good to know. 50 feet of rope. I speak Cobalt.
You actually have. I don't speak any other languages. I'm stupid.
Well, I have a
And
wisdom
we.
of 4, but an intelligence of 13, so I'm an anomaly.
Yeah, I got a wisdom of 16, but my intelligence is only 6. So I
See,
can fake being small by not saying anything.
yeah,
I'll just say something incredibly profound.
it just proves that you're wise. So we need to stick together. You're the wise one, and I'm the smart one. I figure things out, but you have wisdom.
Yes, but do any of us have strength?
No, hopefully we have speed to run. I have a strength of 11. I'm average.
That's better than my 7.
Very good.
I have at least 12 in dex, but I think that's still in the average category.
Sorry, just skimming. So you don't find anything aside from there's a stern looking picture, a portrait really of a gentleman on the southeast wall.
Are the eyes
And
following us?
and the eyes are kind of following you around as you're here in the room. And there's a placard underneath the portrait, and it says Alan West.
Will nod respectfully towards Alan West. Good day, sir. We're just here with maintenance. Just
They
making
just
sure everything's up to code. Yep, everything's up to code to me. What do you think, Pavel?
Yes. But now we need to vanquish all the evil and purify this place.
If I make some money, I'm gonna open the door and go into the hall where it turned to the east.
here to the north. Okay.
Yeah, that door. I think we have another classroom here.
Moving north. Oops. Sorry, just smashing my keyboard here.
As long as you're efficient.
Clear. Extremely. Okay. There, this little closet, little 10 by 10 closet. There's a pile of discarded clothing, robes, just kind of heaped up into the center of the room. It stands about knee height, this pile of what, God, the smell hits you, dirty laundry.
So nothing I want to disguise myself in.
Well, you might be able to find something fresh enough in there, but
I was just thinking a robe that makes me look less like some guy off the street.
okay. There are a variety of robes there. There are some, but they're mostly, you can tell by sorting through them is that they started out being white, but they've all kind of gradually approached varying shades of gray and black through wear. And some are fresher than others. Some have fresh blood on them. Some are like had been torn and ripped. But there are a few there that are passable if you wish to don one of these, what you now realize are student robes. You've seen some of them like moving around in the city wearing these robes.
Okay, yeah, just to look a little less conspicuous.
Okay. How about you, Pavel? Are you going to don one of these student robes?
Why? My clothes are perfect.
Okay,
They're very immaculate.
great. No,
Study robes are for the lessers.
Well, students certainly are lessers, especially at Hogwarts.
uh,
They must
yeah.
have an attrition rate there.
That was even a joke on Robot Chicken, where they just give up and go to the US.
Isn't there a school here too? There's gotta be.
Yes. Some idiot was saying that there's no schools outside of Europe.
No, we know of it. In
Even
fact,
though
they mention it in the latest films.
I know the fact that the guy that replaces Dumbledore in his position as the Mullen came
Mm.
from an African school. So
I just saw the latest one, Crimes of Grindelwald, and it lost me. And I'm pretty good at watching movies, and that one I'm just like, what the fuck is going on here? Who's that? So
Is that like one of the Potter flicks or one of the
yeah,
spin-offs?
yeah, one of the
yeah,
prequel
one of
things.
the prequels.
I don't.
The first one was kind of fun because I like creatures. That was kind of fun, but
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know.
I think J.K. just lost her mind.
Well, no, she actually hasn't done a whole lot of writing of this part, if I'm not mistaken. She just has production control, and she's not losing her mind. She's cashing checks. She's good at it. She's
She
found a
make money.
formula that works. That's it. She's found a formula that works. So I don't fault her. I just don't like it. I enjoyed the first one. I enjoyed that stuff, but you're all right.
All right. Will you proceed east or west, or return the way you came, or give up on this expedition?
Oh, hold on. Ow, because I was changing my robe.
Ah, right.
Ah, penis. Oh wait, I assumed that that a thief was not probably gonna actually have underwear.
No, I just put the robe over what I have on.
Okay.
That way, as soon as you get out, you drop the robe and you blend into the street.
Sneaky Joe, I've just shared with you your basic thief skills with you for your level in the chat. So I've written them down here. So if there's ever a need for them, I'll have a reference.
Excellent. I want to check this door.
Are we moving east and then south, eh?
That was the plan.
My desk is so small.
We're not murder hobos. We're just trying to loot.
My desk is so small now. I'm trying to find ways to like have paper open on it and books and notepads and a keyboard, and it's not working out very well. So moving here into this room to the
It's the
south,
latrine.
it is in fact the latrine. There are two sinks and two toilet stalls, and but nothing at all to dry your hands with. No towels, no.
Must be a magic spell that does that.
And there's graffiti across both of the stall doors that say "Beware still water."
Beware, comma, still water, or beware of still
It
water.
says "Beware still water" with an exclamation point.
I'm gonna say water, unmoving water, as a like a lake.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it as a warning as well, and also stay away from the water in the sinks.
Okay, moving on to the north, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that you
Let's
can use still water for scrying.
let's check the west.
West it is. Let's see. It is inside. There's like a tall, skinny man kind of sweeping up with the and rubbing down uh, like a stain in one corner. There's a few desks here, chairs, something that might pass for an office.
Well, we're gonna duck back out if we can.
Okay.
If he hasn't noticed us, we will slip back out.
Let's see if he does notice you. Need to write a macro for 2d6. Um, and he looks up and he says, "Hey, you shouldn't be here." Let's see what his dexterity is. Let's see if he's even going to bother with you. He yells at you, that's for sure.
I'm like, oh, sorry, trying to do a squeaky voice. Sorry, close the door. Ah! I have a dexterity of 16, if that helps.
It does, because in this set, initiative is based on dexterity.
Nice.
Um, checking
Almost
some
made,
notes,
almost made a
checking
kid
some
cry today. Did I
notes.
tell you that?
No, what happened?
You freaking lied to me in the hall.
About, it wasn't me, Mr. Gross. I saw you do it.
That was a 6th grader, and they have this habit where they want to keep coming in during breaks, and they're not supposed to. And sometimes they have, I went to use the bathroom and I have to go back and take a test. I was absent yesterday or whatever. Yeah, I'm missing brunch. I'm missing lunch to go take a test in Mrs. So and so's room.
Uh-huh.
And that's the case. But otherwise, they just want to wander up and down the halls making noise. And so I've been chasing them out. And this kid says, "Oh no, Mrs. Hagen's expecting me. I have to, I have to finish my project." I said, "So she told you to leave and come right back?" He goes, "Yes, that's what she told me." I said, "All right." And so he walked in and he was laughing with his friends and stuff. And so I just waited a minute and I walked in behind him. I said, "Miss Hagen, what's he working on?" She says, I don't know, Mr. Gross. He's not supposed to be in here." And I looked at him and his face went blank. And then he tried to laugh it off. And I had to very calmly, and as you know, when Mr. Gross gets angrier, his voice gets quieter.
Uh-huh.
Explain how little I thought of lying and liars, and how he was going to come into my room now and get on the phone and explain to his mother the behavior he chose, and that lying was the choice he made. And the kid just was like almost shakes, like, "Please, no, no." I said, "Then are you ever going to lie to me ever again?" He goes, "No, sir, Mr.
Oh,
Gross."
God.
And I look over at Ms. Hagan. She's New Year's first year teacher. She's behind him with a thumb up and a big grin. And later, just, "Oh my God, I've never seen
Uh,
anything phase him, Mr. Gross. Nothing phases him, and you almost made him cry."
Oh, wow.
I
I
didn't
was,
Oh,
know as my
wow.
cousin she has any stories like that with whole with students
he
the
was
whole school.
he was good the rest of the day.
Yeah,
You
my
get one
I
good
got
day out of it.
my cousin's a grade school teacher.
So you understand.
So
So the
he,
thing is, she teaches younger students.
I teach middle, yeah, 6th and 7th and 8th. So I'm relating to the classrooms we're in and trying to get away from the jam.
yeah, so he looks up from the work that he's doing, kind of down on one knee, like scraping or sweeping something up, and he yells at you, "Hey, you're not supposed to be down here."
"Oh, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. And then close the door.
Okay. What
And
do
I'm hoping all he saw was a white robe. You know what I mean?
you? Yeah, it's sort of an off-white robe, but
Well, whatever. I'm thinking he saw what I'm wearing, not who I am.
okay, gotcha,
That's my hope.
gotcha.
And then I'm going to see if the other door's got noise behind it, because we might need to duck in there.
Do you want to take some time and
Was he getting up? Does he sound like he's
you want to
doing?
you want to pause and listen, or do you want to open the door and run through?
I want to pause and listen.
Okay, yeah,
All I need is 2 people chasing us out of the building.
you're listening at the door, and you don't hear anything. But the door to the west flies open, and there's this tall, skinny, gaunt man wearing like a rough pair of overalls and big gloves pulled up nearly to his elbows. He's carrying a mop in one hand and a bucket behind him that's got some slop in it. And he says to, he points at who does he point at? He points at Sneaky Joe with the mop and says, "Careful, wet floor could slip." And he sort of like pushes by you with like a rough bump and
Mhm.
goes off to the north.
Mhm. I'm going to remember this guy, because I'm watching where his ribs are so I can slide a knife in one of them.
Okay. Okay.
Not now, but for future reference.
And let's see, make a d20 less than your intelligence.
Better than my wisdom. Oh, now I roll an 18.
Oh, okay.
No, I missed. Whatever.
Yep.
Wait, oh, I have an intelligence, and it says +3. Still would miss my roll.
That +3 is, I think, for languages and spells.
It must be because Dex has a +1 next to it, and that's a 16.
And that's for that's
Shoot.
to hit with missile weapons.
What's con then? The
Con
+3.
will give you a hit point modifier, which the tool should probably calculate for you. What's your hit points on your character, Pavel?
What was it? 8?
Oh yeah, you got your hit point bonus for sure.
Yeah, I got 2 hit points. That's even less than
That's less than 8.
That's even less than my character in City of Brass. I better not start any fights, huh?
Better not.
Tell you what. All right.
Tell you another thing.
I want to try and open this door.
We're heading down. Oh, sorry, we're headed down. Stairs leading down. Short flight to the next door.
Maybe it's the bottom of an auditorium. I have to listen again.
Oh, this room.
It's a small room.
What's your marching order? Is it Sneaky Joe leading with Pavel following up? Or are you going?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume because I've been opening doors.
Yeah.
Make a dex check, Sneaky Joe.
Happy to.
Less than D20 less than your.
You are fucking kidding me.
You go skidding across the room, wham, into the wall there on the west. Pavel, you're sort of standing at the door there. Sorry, go skidding across the room to the door on the east. Pavel, you're standing there to the west, kind of watching this whole thing happen as you both take careful stock of what's in the room, which is yes, of course. There's an Iron Maiden that sits there in the south wall, and there are let's see.
I stepped in some blood, didn't I?
You look and there's nothing there in the room, but your boots themselves, they're wet. They're like sopping. Let's see here. There's a desk here by the Iron Maiden, and they look up. When this fellow looks up and he's shifting papers and he says, "Do you have an appointment?"
I'm going with the standard. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the wrong room. So sorry.
Okay. And you get up and you can't really even keep your feet. They're like slipping out from underneath of you. Hit. And it's precarious to move. You kind of get the sense that putting my hand it's like being on an ice rink.
I was just gonna say it's like trying to ice skate, and I never have.
Exactly.
Being California, we don't have a lot of ice. Well, this part of California. Am I
Like
able to work?
San Francisco?
Yeah. I live in the just on the other side of the bay from San Francisco, and Aaron lives just to the south of San Francisco.
But it's all close enough.
Yeah, it's all.
Smell the feces.
Yeah, I can't smell any of that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
good.
smell it when I'm there either, because yeah, it's a bit exaggerated, I'm afraid. Can I get myself back to? I guess I shouldn't keep going forward because that would be even more suspect. Can I get back to the door where?
Sure. Yeah, you can get back there. It's just you're just super unsteady on your feet. So and and but when you step out of the room, it's like, oh, thank God, I'm back on solid ground.
Back in baby's arms.
Hmm. Let's see, what is the
I
reaction
thought
roll?
everybody was gone. What the hell is everybody doing here?
Well, it's not full of students in any case.
Mm.
I'm sorry. The man gets up from behind the desk and he says, I didn't get your name. Don't you have an appointment?
No, I'm
And he's
afraid.
carrying with him like a kind of like a floppy notebook, and he's got a
Mhm.
pencil. And um, well, you can't be down here without an appointment. I'm going to have to go. I'm going to have to ask you gentlemen to leave.
Oh,
And he starts
absolutely.
walking you up the stairs.
So sorry. So sorry. We're with maintenance. So sorry. So sorry.
Okay.
We'll head following grumpy guy.
Oh, right. Grumpy man.
So why is that square that we're in right now look different?
Does it? What looks different
Is
about it?
the left-hand side of it on here?
That's peculiar.
So it's just a glitch.
I want to check for a secret door.
Okay. Roll. Sorry. I'll roll.
You roll because I have no idea what
Yeah.
happened.
I need to set my
It's
GM
secret.
rolls. It's a secret, isn't it? No, you don't find anything, but as with most things, searching you can continue to do if you wish. It's unlike my other, in this kind of edition of D&D, searching is one of those things that you can keep doing. It just requires you to burn time and resources to do that.
What are you doing in the hall? Nothing.
What?
We're
I
just
don't know. Just
I'm
looking
looking for a
for
secret door.
secrets. Move on or search again.
Now we saw him continue north, not go in that door, right? Oops.
Correct. You did see him go north, but he disappeared into the gloom.
Right, because he's a gloomy guy. We're gonna listen at this door and see if there's hopefully not a faculty member there.
Okay.
Those guys are everywhere.
You're listening, eh? Okay. I'm just fixing my GM roll. 1d6. That should work. And you know what I need, Peter? I need some 3D dice.
Some D3s.
Some 3D dice.
Oh yeah.
You're listening at this door, eh?
Mhm.
You do hear something. What do you hear?
You need to enable your 3D dice.
You can hear some like you can hear something shuffling around inside on the other side of that door.
Mm, I hate to say it might be better to come back at night now that we're here, of course, because we're not sober. Obviously, that's why we did this.
Oh, you could certainly come back at night if you wish.
Yeah, but then a lantern will be obvious, and there will be all kinds of magic traps set.
there's that. I mean, it is the school of magic here in the town of Oak.
Yeah, that's my theory. Mm, I really hate to go in a room that's got somebody in it.
Okay, gonna move
What do you
on
think,
then.
Pavel? Yeah, what do you think, Pavel? I don't want to be making all the decisions. It seems like we want to avoid as much contact as possible.
Pavel, you might be on mute.
Yeah, go and continue onwards.
Excellent.
Continue on.
Hmm.
It is early in the morning, probably about 7 a.m. on the Saturday.
7 a.m. and with the still ditch one staff.
Hmm. That torturer, he's dedicated. Who would have an appointment to be tortured? Well, somebody organized.
Yeah, somebody that has a diary to keep.
Yeah, so things to do. Things to do. Hurry up.
All right, we're moving north, east or
I'm
west?
listening at the door first.
Okay, sorry, I need to check some time here. All right, listening at the door. Your hear noise is actually pretty good as a thief at 3 and 6. I think
I'm that kind
that's
of guy.
hear noise. Oh, pardon me, 1 and 2, 2 and 6, not 3 and 6. Normal humans is 1 and 6. Ah, you hear nothing to the north there. Would you like to
All right,
press
is it
on?
locked? I would like to
There's a
maybe open
door
it.
there, yeah.
I'd like to maybe open it.
Let me get that door out of your way. All righty.
Too bad it's a fantasy world. Otherwise, it'd say, oh, we're just here to check the sprinkler systems and fire extinguishers.
Sorry, just give me some notes.
We're just here with plumbing.
You hear a shuffling there in the darkness. This room is dark. There's a little bit of light coming from the corridor. A few torches in sconces here and there along those hallways. Some burn with fire, some burn with strange magical energy and arcane fire, blue. But this room is black. But you can hear something moving around in there. And a little bloop, bloop, bloop.
Oh, I'm fascinated. We should check it out.
I think that's a good idea.
Let's see here what's happening. I need another GM macro. That's the drag about Roll20 when you create a new game. You have to rewrite all your basic macros.
It'd be nice if you just import macros.
I think, yeah.
Or have a personal library that just whatever game you're in, you can access your library.
Yeah, and I think that's with the big subscription to Roll20.
Gotcha.
Which I didn't want to pay, right? I was like, meh. Why did it do that? Interesting. Okay, so what's the plan here? Standing at the threshold of this dark room, you can hear something's moving around inside there. But you can't. You can sort of make out in the distance there are a couple of doors on the north wall, but that's about it. That's all you can see.
Well, you're wiser than I am. So, and you're pointing out that probably not safe in here, but I do have a lantern.
Do I notice anything?
Do you want to? Are you taking some time to sort of like peer
Listen.
into the darkness or listen or tell me what you're doing? You're trying to listen.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything, Pavel.
Do those wall sconces in the hall, can one take one down like a torch, or do they appear to be attached?
Sure. Yeah, you could pull one down.
All right.
Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, it's just a normal torch that's nearest to you here on the.
Perfect. I feel safer using that than something magical.
Okay.
Right. Because I would like to see what this.
So you're gonna pull down this torch and like step into the room, eh? Okay.
Just a little, because I want to make sure there's not like a big blade swing back and forth. That wasn't the swishing sound I heard.
Oh, sure. what you do see is like a mound in the center of the room, and like some and like which sort of shifts and ripples as you sort of move the torch a little bit higher to get a better view of it. And there are like three bodies all piled on top of one another, and you see something like kind of smoosh through it down into the floor.
Oh, that's bad. So there's like 3 dead bodies.
Yeah, and you can see that like they're wearing robes, much like they're wearing student robes, very similar to the one that you have adorned. They're a little bit whiter. They're not quite as um, gray and worn as the one you're wearing.
They
Is
died
the
pretty
ceiling gonna come
early
down
on.
and squish us?
Yeah. And you can see in the torch in the flickering torchlight now that the flesh has kind of been stripped off the bones and broken and the marrow sucked out.
Yeah, we want to get out of here. This is like the garbage dump, and these students who failed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna close the door and get out of this room because I don't want to mess with the carrion crawler.
Okay.
Not with 2-point hit points. Not to sound paranoid, but I'm paranoid.
Well,
Door
you're already rogue.
door to the south, or continuing on to the
Gonna listen to the door at the south.
listening.
Listening.
You hear nothing.
It's the new black.
Hmm.
Okay, can I open this door and hopefully not
Sure.
wake up a carrion crawler?
Sure. 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 You see in the room that same fella who you met in the hall just south of you, maybe 30 minutes ago, 40
You
minutes ago.
talk with the janitor who's grumpy.
Hmm. Right. Right.
Yeah,
That
well,
grumpy old fellow.
yeah, I'm ducking out quick.
Okay. And as you duck out quick, you see that there's a classroom, a number of desks and chairs. No, I can't, Siri, because I wasn't talking to you.
Siri, play loud rock and roll.
That's what I was doing this morning.
So we continue Westworld.
I think that is our best bet. Yes.
And he looks up at you,
Oh
and
crap! He saw us.
he says, "Huh. Watch out for those floors. I told you before. I'll tell you no more." Goes back to his work.
And we apologize and get out of there. The still water was the torture room.
Hmm. Moving on to the west, I take it.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure my son's okay here. All right, moving on. Checking time. Need to roll a few dices.
Wandering faculty chart.
Oops. Yes, the wandering faculty chart, clearly. This is a must.
I wonder what Solons has to do to get rid of his dead bodies.
Undergrads.
Well, he's a fencing professor after all.
Yeah.
There's got to be some.
You in a couple of closets.
That's it.
All right, so you turn the hall there to the north, and you can see a sign. It's like on a music stand,
Mm-hmm.
and they're on either side of the hallway here. Let me see if I can ping them for you. Here and here. And they both have signs on them, paper signs like sheet music folded out and like scribbled in like charcoal. It's a short message. It says, "Caution, grabby floor."
So avoid that floor.
And let's see.
Because we know what a slippery floor is. I can only imagine what a grabby floor.
Is the grabby flow the one with the dead bodies?
Oh God, that would stand a reason.
So you guys got to here and look north.
How do you explain that one on Parents' Weekend? Where's my kid?
Grabby
He
floor.
dropped out of
That's right.
existence.
No one
There
see
there is a
alive.
door. There is a door just north of you.
Yeah. Oh, let's. Yeah, we don't want to go any further. I can see the wavy lines of the grabby floor. And he warned us. Let's go up the other hall. Maybe it doesn't have a grabby floor.
Off to the north there.
Yeah. Can I hear anything at that door?
Listening, eh?
Occasionally.
Let's see. Do you hear anything? You hear some murmuring, like
Like a conversation.
but it's one voice.
Hmm.
What's that, Scoob?
What's that, Scoob? Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, rummies. I don't think we want to talk to Scooby Doo right.
Let's see what.
Yeah,
Let's
I don't
see
think
what more you
Scooby
can hear.
the Scooby would be a great Dane.
Ow.
Yeah, what you do hear is, and well, I sorry, what demons are binding is necessary. Human heart.
Dictation.
Do I have a
Dictation.
volunteer? I say, what? A
I think we
volunteer.
move on.
There's not supposed to be classes going. Oh, maybe he's practicing.
Yeah, there he's planning a human sacrifice.
You already saw some of it. Rough course. Finals week takes on a whole new meaning.
A whole new meaning.
Slip to the north here and see what we can see.
All right. So moving to the north, there's a larger. It's an intersection of sorts of four corridors that come together in like a large antechamber. And there in the center is a statue. Um, a statue of a fine, upstanding gentleman wearing one of the college robes that you're wearing, one of the school robes, one of the student robes that you're wearing. But his is, nicely pleated and standing up on this on a pedestal,
Pedestal?
and he's wearing a big, tall, pointy hat. And you can see
Of course he is.
big blooming pantaloons billowing up out from underneath his robe. And he has a hand tucked to his chest, and the other is pointing at the ground at the base of the statue. And at the base of the statue, there's a cat statue, kind of casually licking one of its paws. And its big fluffy tail is sticking straight up behind it while it's sitting. And it's certainly inanimate. It's an amazing likeness captured by a very talented and skilled artisan, you're sure. The
Sure.
floor tiles here are white, big white square marble tiles. And the statue is facing to the south as you kind of come walking in. And there's a big bronze plaque at the base of the statue that reads, "The mighty, the astute, and the generous Zaulor."
That's who I thought it was. Who's Zawer?
But you can see like it's sort of been scratched over a
Mm-hmm.
few times, um, like graffiti or vandalism. But
Right.
it's also been rechiseled into the bronze, recarved into the bronze.
Hmm.
Hmm. I'm glad I've seen this. There's nothing to steal. What kind of place is this? Gotta go. Let's get back towards the grabby floor. Oh, look, there's a door. And it's on the other side of the area where the carrion crawler was. So let's listen at
Not
this
going
door.
in.
We're not going to the carrion crawler, but there were two doors past it.
Did you say listening at the door south of you?
Listening to the south. There you go. I swear to God, I'm missing.
That's quiet.
Of course it is. It's the worst kind. All right, let's open it.
Did you say open it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me open that door for you. It's a classroom.
Is it small?
Um, and stepping into it, you get this kind of weird swaying feeling. It's a small classroom, like a small, I guess you might, not a lecture hall, but like what do they call those? Seminar. Like a seminar. It's a seminar study, right? There are maybe a dozen chairs and a desk, very casual. But when you step into the room, you get this weird swaying feeling that uh, you're right by the door to the south of you, but also right at the threshold of the door to the north. And it's like you're standing beside the instructor's desk and the teacher's desk as you like take another step, and everything feels like it's perfectly adjacent to everything else.
Well, that's odd.
And it makes your head hurt.
I'm gonna step back out into the hall again because
Your your sense of reality swims back over you.
I'm thinking the door out of this room is where all the dead bodies are. So someone didn't do well in this seminar. They dumped them out there.
All right. Just touching up some notes here. You can move north or south out of this room. Or is it south and north? My God, what's going on?
There's a door to the north of us now.
Oh, I see. Moving down the hall. Door to the north.
I'm rambling down the hall and I'm searching for disaster.
Searching, eh? You do hear something through this door. The ticking of a clock. Like tuk, 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 tuk.
Let's try the door.
Okay. Sorry, just giving some some notes. And you see a big, looking down this hall, you can see a big clock off to the west. Tick tock, tick tock. And moving in, there's a cuckoo clock just kind of goes brazenly loud, along with the great gonging. Let's see, what will you do? You're going to move through the hall or are you going to go to that door?
I'd like to go to that door.
All right, hang on just a second. Checking a note. Sorry, just checking a note. Possibly at the front. Ah, here we go. The hour is 4.
Uh-oh. So you got a cuckoo clock.
Yeah, to the north of you, you see some students dressed very much like you are, two of them, a pair of them, and they take one look at you and they just point and they start laughing.
I think we should leave.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh, pardon me. Because I'm wearing dirty robes, right?
Okay, and then you turn to leave, and then the the uh, the cuck the cuckoo clock stops calling, but then it does again, like super loud, and the gong is even louder than it was before as you move south into the next hall.
But this is definitely not good.
These guys have shit to steal. I should have shot those kids with a crossbow.
Wasting with my crossbow.
All right. Not going to the grabby floor, but I want to listen at this door.
The one to the west.
Yeah. Not the grabby floor door.
You don't hear anything.
It would be rude to disrespect the janitor, the custodian who's worked so hard on these floors.
Let's see, it is. This door, however, is locked.
Huh.
What will you do?
I don't have a lock picking ability yet, do I? Hear noise, hide, climb, move silently, remove trap, open lock. You have a 15% chance. I'm going to try and open the lock.
You want to try and pick the lock? Okay.
No.
No luck with the lock. And the no luck that you have is that it's just a smooth wooden door panel, and there's no mechanism on this side. There's no door handle. There's no pull ring.
Freaking
There's no nothing like that. Now you're back with the
fucking man.
statue with the weird fellow with the one arm clutched to his chest and the cat sitting at his feet licking its paw with its tail sticking straight up. And that
Is it
fellow's
all,
looking off to the south.
was he looking to the south before?
He was. I'm just reminding you of the detail as you pass through it.
What do I hear in that door?
Nothing.
Perfect. Let's hope that's the room full of treasures that we can sell. I would never send my kid here. This place is horrible.
Do you have any children?
Not that I admit to.
Not that anybody's told him about either.
That's
What
right.
about in game?
I have none in game or out of game. No, I just have dogs. I have 100. No, Jesus Christ! I have almost 200 kids a day now. So
You've got
that's
plenty. You did
yes,
enough for
plenty.
everyone. So you're looking south into a huge auditorium hall. It's richly decorated with alabaster. But they're not actually desks here. To the south, they're more like benches, kind of like auditorium, like Roman
Sure.
amphitheater benches. And you can see
Yeah.
stairs leading down towards the center of the room where the big lectern is.
Okay. Gotta check out the
And
lectern.
all over the auditorium, you can see like plaques in bronze that say donated by the venerable Mr. Alabaster. Mr. Alabaster, class of 134. Mr. Alabaster, the grand and benevolent. And like everywhere, like the seats, Mr. Alabaster's
Is he the
favorite
only
chair.
guy?
Seems that way.
Anybody asks, we're here to check on things for Mr. Alabaster. Mr.
Everything,
Alabaster sent us.
everything looks expensive.
Excellent. How much of it's portable?
Not a lot of it.
That's I'm really upset about. Something like a nice expensive pen and a lectern, something I can pocket. Are there other entrances or exits to the room?
Um, it's big and gloomy, so you can explore it as you like. Some stairs there leading up to the west, and there you can see a statue in the southwest corner. That
Is it Mr.
statue.
Alabaster?
Got to wonder.
um, yes. So unlike the statue that you came across before, this one doesn't appear to have been carved by a very skilled artist. It's very soft and round in the edges, but perhaps it's because this fellow that's being depicted is also very soft and round on the edges, balding but wearing a suit like a nobleman's doublet, not necessarily a student's robes. And then engraved at the base of the statue is an inscription. It says, "In memory of Mr. Alabaster, generous philanthropist, capitalist among wizards, bane of cats."
Good to know. Didn't like cats. Wait, Mr. Alabaster's not the one out in the hall, though. That's not the same guy.
No, that was Zolar.
That was okay. He was not the Bane of Cats. Apparently, he was friend of cats.
Right. There is a white alabaster cat laid curled up at its feet of the statue.
Of the one who's Bane of Cats?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't know, Pavel. I get the idea that if you get these statues, the cats come around and mess with you.
Maybe.
We should test it. Okay, I'm gonna approach the statue. Take a very close look at the cat. If he was Bane of Cats, why is there a cat on a statue? These are
Maybe.
things that I want to know.
Do you wanted to spend some time sort of searching around here?
We do.
Okay,
there might be
like
something
be
searching at the
done.
statue. I think that's two of you searching, so that's good.
What was that you said, Pavel? I missed what you said.
Maybe he turns cats to stones.
Okay.
Aha, I see a problem. This macro is incomplete. Doesn't work. 2d6.
Here, I want to blame society, and it had nothing to do with
There, that worked better. You find nothing.
Of course.
Searching about the statue. Though you do look to the east and you see that there's a sort of a corridor behind the scenes from the lectern hall, a backstage as it were. And in the front of the lectern hall, there were a number of chalkboards, a few like inscriptions and writings on the chalkboard itself. And they're those sliding variety, you know, that you can push and pull and move around.
Yeah. I'm going to rotate through them. When you're having deep philosophical meanderings like Sullens does.
Right. Oh, gosh, 9:30.
Yeah, you're losing me, and I'm not in New York.
Well, why don't we wrap it up for tonight? I think this is not a bad place to stop, or actually not a bad place to end our first expedition to the halls of Gallax. So you gentlemen, you return to the surface of the city with not much to show for it other than a, an understanding of the layout, as it were, of this of the basements beneath the Wizard's Hall.
Mm-hmm.
A
And
few
a couple rooms to avoid.
a few clues, a few things to avoid, a couple of encounters with some curious fellows. The first old man at the desk when you first entered the office, the room with the Iron Man, the Iron Maiden, and the fellow that demanded for your appointment, and then the janitor who was sweeping up and had some hard words for you.
He was not friendly.
Not nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Dragon, I'm glad that you got to join us tonight. That was fun, and I'm glad we got to role play a little bit. That was even more fun. Go ahead.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you.